U.S. shocked, China testing its sixth-generation fighter jet. Air Force officials' reactions to at least one close call between the American F-35 Joint Strike Fighters and China's fifth-generation J-20 over the Pacific in March of this year have been divided. The commanders of the Pacific Air Troops supplemented his disparaging remarks with encouraging remarks about how Chinese forces are using their first stealth aircraft, even if he said the fighter itself was nothing to lose sleep about. The most comprehensive look at the military power and ingenuity of communist countries can be found at China's biannual Zhuhai Air Show. A proposal for a stealthy, diminutive sixth-generation combat aircraft is just one of China's numerous futuristic military technology dreams on exhibit in Zhuhai. It is well known that China's aerospace sector is working on a sixth-generation fighter jet program. General Mark Kelly, the head of the U.S. Air Combat Command (ACC), stated in September that China is on pace to create a sixth-generation fighter, but insisted that the U.S. must deploy its next-generation fighter before China does. Kelly told the reporters at the Air, Space, and Cyber Conference of the Air and Space Forces Association (AFA) that the U.S. Air Force must make sure we get to sixth-gen air dominance at least a month before our competitors. A manned sixth-generation stealth fighter jet with cutting-edge and unheard-of capabilities is part of the next-generation air dominance NGAD program that the U.S. is also pursuing, although there is no official or reliable information on the Chinese sixth-generation program in the public domain. Top USAF officers are reportedly concerned about it. Notably, the concept for a tailless combat aircraft on exhibit at the Zhuhai Air Show this year have previously been published in openly accessible Chinese aviation engineering white papers. Additionally, a strange tailless vehicle thought to be a demonstrator or mock-up of a manned sixth-generation fighter jet was observed at Chengdu Aircraft Corporation's CAC Industrial Airport in October of last year. Andreas Ruprecht, a specialist in Chinese military aviation, claims that there have been some verifiable rumors of a sixth-generation manned fighter project with a target service debut date of 2035. A maiden flight could take place by 2026 to 2028 at the latest if the Chinese stick to their schedule. More crucially, Ruprecht pointed out that the 2035 goal was first mentioned in a 2019 interview with Wang Haifeng, the CAC's lead designer. One of China's two main fighter manufacturers, CAC, is in charge of producing the fifth-generation J-20 aircraft as well as the single-engine J-10 fighter. As a result, it appears to be a no-brainer for a sixth-generation fighter program. General Kelly stated that China's perspective on sixth-generation air power, including future manned fighter aircraft, is comparable to that of the USAF, which includes an exponential reduction in signature, exponential acceleration of processing power and sensing, and the ability to iterate improvements helped by open mission systems. General Kelly made these remarks during his remarks at the AFA conference in September. The tailless vehicle's airframe does appear suitable for achieving an exponential reduction in the signature, as it was seen there in October 2021. The low observability of broadband against numerous radar types operating across frequencies is considerably improved by the tailless design. Beyond the head-on perspective, it also lessens the radar signal of the aircraft. Better efficiency due to decreased drag for continuous driving at high speeds is another trait of a tailless design concept. Large modified diamond-like delta platforms with a relatively slender nose portion make up the airframe. It seems like the wingspan is about the same length as a J-20. This layout offers space for a sizable internal weapons bay as well as lots of fuel. Weight loss is another benefit. Accordingly, a design of this kind would have a long range, large payload capacity, a high speed, and a little observability. The recently highlighted sixth-generation combat aircraft model includes a tailless design akin to the NGAD used by the U.S. Air Force. The fighter's low observability is improved by the design, enabling it to avoid most radars. Additionally, it is said to provide increased efficiency through lower drag, continuous cruising at high speeds, and high-speed flight. The lack of a vertical tail, however, would increase the aircraft's instability and limit its maneuverability. The challenge of attaining stability without vertical tails, which could limit maneuverability, may be one disadvantage of this design. However, thrust vectoring could somewhat make up for this. According to certain unsubstantiated claims, the plane might use a thrust vectoring control (TVC) engine based on a WS-19 turbofan engine. Kelly revealed that the U.S. may have two NGADs to facilitate long-range missions in the Indo-Pacific and short-range operations in Europe during an Air, Space, and Cyber Conference in September in Washington, D.C. The officer did add, though, that China's 6th-generation fighter design appeared to be an American concept. Kelly emphasized once more the necessity for the U.S. Air Force to develop and deploy the NGAD fighter at least a month before our arrivals. With this, we conclude our video. We appreciate you helping us keep it going by watching. The best way to support our channel is to watch another episode. Thank you for tuning in. To ensure that you never miss an episode, please subscribe to our channel.